All right, today we're diving into something new from Google that might just fundamentally change how you think about and use artificial intelligence. Let's get straight into it.
I want you to just pause and really think about this for a second. What if you could have all the power of a top-tier AI, right? But with zero subscription fees, no limits on how much you use it, and you knew with 100% certainty that your data never, ever leaves your own computer. Sounds a little too good to be true, doesn't it?
Well, guess what? It's not science fiction anymore. Google just dropped Gemma 4, and it's an AI model you can literally download and run all by yourself.
So what is this thing exactly? What's all the buzz about? Let's break it down.
Okay, so here's the deal. Gemma 4 is what they call a family of open-source AI models. The magic words there are open source and run on your own devices. See, unlike ChatGPT or even Google's own Gemini where you go to a website, with Gemma you download the model itself. It runs locally, right on your laptop, your desktop, maybe even your phone.
And this is where the promise really hits home. We're talking zero subscription fees. It is completely, totally free. It works without the internet. That's a huge deal if you're traveling or just have spotty Wi-Fi. Your data stays with you, period. So total privacy. There are no usage limits or weird token caps to worry about. And because it's truly open source, you can use it for your own projects or even build a business on it.
Okay, so it's free and it's private, but is it any good? That's the real question, right? Well, this is where things get really interesting. Let's look at why this is such a game changer. So here's the kicker. This isn't some little side project or a watered-down version of their good stuff. Gemma 4 is built from the exact same research and tech that powers Gemini 3. You know, Google's flagship top-of-the-line, best of the best AI. They basically took their crown jewels, figured out how to make it run on our computers, and then just gave it away.
What's super smart is that they didn't just release one model. It's a whole family, so you can pick the right tool for the job. You've got the tiny 2B model that's crazy fast for phones. Then there's the 4B, which adds more reasoning power for things like images and audio. The 26B is kind of the sweet spot for most desktops and laptops. It uses this clever mixture of experts trick to be really efficient. And then you have the big one, the 31B, which is the absolute powerhouse if you have the hardware for it.
And get this isn't just marketing fluff. On the independent Arena AI leaderboard, where they make all the models compete against each other, the 31B Gemma model ranks third among all open models. Some of these Gemma models are outperforming competitors that are literally 20 times their size. It's punching way above its weight class. This is a huge leap.
Okay, the specs look great on paper, but how does it feel to use it? You know, in the real world. And how does it stack up against the tools we all know and use every day?
Now, you might be thinking this sounds super complicated, like you need to be a coding wizard, but it's shockingly easy. There's a free app called LM Studio, and you don't need to write a single line of code. You just install it, search for Gemma 4 inside the app, pick the version you want, like that 26B sweet spot, click download, and that's it. You can start chatting just like you would with anything else, but it's all happening on your machine.
So let's put it head-to-head with the king, ChatGPT, in a little test, asking both to code up an animated web page. The differences were fascinating. On cost and privacy, Gemma is the undisputed winner, no contest. When it came to the code itself, ChatGPT's was a little more advanced, but, and this is a big but, it also kind of made stuff up. It hallucinated. Gemma's code was cleaner, it generated way faster, and it worked perfectly, all from a free tool running offline.
And the list of things it can do offline just keeps going. It can look at an image you give it and pull all the text out. It can translate languages. It can even read text inside an image that's in a totally different language. But honestly, the most mind-blowing demo, watching it draft a complex professional email on a phone that's in airplane mode. No Wi-Fi, no cellular data. It just works.
So let's zoom out for a second. What does all this mean for us? We're really looking at a fundamental shift here, a move away from relying on the cloud for everything. The future of powerful AI is becoming local.
Okay, let's be realistic. Is this going to replace opening a browser tab to ChatGPT for everyone tomorrow? Maybe not. There is that tiny setup step. So who's going to get the most out of this right now?
Well, if you're a developer, a creator, or just someone who loves to tinker and have complete control over your tools, this is your new favorite toy. If you are just so tired of paying for subscriptions, or you're seriously concerned about data privacy, this was basically built for you. And of course, if you ever need AI to work on a plane, out in the countryside, or anywhere with bad internet, Gemini is your answer.
This quote really just says it all, doesn't it? The idea that a genuinely capable, state-of-the-art AI now lives on your personal devices, offline, private, and free? I mean, that was almost unthinkable just a year or two ago. This is a huge step in democratizing this incredible technology.
And so that leaves us with one final and I think really exciting question. The power has been placed directly into your hands. No gatekeepers, no subscriptions, no one looking over your shoulder. Now that this powerful AI is truly yours, what will you do with it? What are you going to build? What will you create?